Hi, I'm Patience.
I'm John.
And you're watching the AU Review.
And we're the Grates.
Well, Patience and John, thank you for spending a bit of time
Thank
with
you.
me.
Thanks for having us.
It's a lovely little location here, actually. It's
Yeah.
very posh.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty fancy. We're not even used to this level of finery. I mean, look at these drapes.
I know. Yeah.
Holy dooly. Have you ever seen anything drape so pleasantly?
Talking about the tour, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. True. Correct.
Bit of a mouthful, but
Yeah.
it's also so true as
Yeah.
well. Now, tell me about the tour. It is an East Coast tour, is that right?
Yeah, it's just it's like an introduction back into touring for us.
Yeah, just 3 shows.
Yeah.
Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne.
Yep.
With the Straight Arrows and Pleasure Symbols.
Yeah. Because we recorded the album with Owen from Straight Arrows, so he's going to be coming on stage and playing bass with us and also playing with Straight Arrows. And we get to see Straight Arrows every night, which is amazing. And we know the Pleasure Symbols people pretty well, like the 2 of them, and everyone's becoming like babysitters.
That's why we tried to make the tour feel as much like a family thing as we could, knowing that we're bringing a baby.
Yeah, and also we named the tour like Teamwork Makes the Dream Work to sort of help con them into giving us a hand.
Because it's a tour, that's
Come
the
on,
name.
guys,
You have to help.
It makes dream work. Come on. That's how.
And I'll be
that's
like,
how we
I
should-
broke my arm, sorry, I can't help with anything, you guys.
Guys,
Talking
family.
about your arm, John, what happened there?
I broke it riding my bicycle
Right.
and in the wet weather.
So how is that going to affect the tour coming
I'm
up?
going to play keyboards.
Right.
And then our friend Jack is playing guitar.
So you're
Yeah.
giving up the guitars for this tour?
Yep. Well, I'm really excited about that, actually.
Yeah.
It's a weight off my shoulders. I'm going through all of the songs that didn't have keyboard parts and kind of writing stuff for it and changing the parts that were there around a little bit, because it's like a good opportunity to revisit songs from a different perspective.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that side of it's been kind of fun.
Yeah. It's sort of like straight away, like when he was on the ground with his busted up arm, I was like, ooh, the tour. And you were
I know. It was on the way to pick me
know.
up. You were like, don't worry, I've already figured out the tour. We're getting someone else to play guitars. You're going to play keyboards. I was like, cool.
We'll talk about the tour. I've heard there's a few costumes that's going to be unveiled for this
just
tour.
like it's like Horde jacket. That's what we've decided to call it. It's sort of just like these big furry jackets. And a mate and I have been attaching all stuff from around my house and her house onto them. And a bunch of like pom-poms that lots of fans made for our wedding like a few years ago. And then just all sorts of things that I just see around the house that I've kept for sentimental value but just don't really don't really need.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that aren't...
Yeah,
that
just chuck them on a jacket.
Just put them on the jacket and wear it on stage, and then pull some stuff off, throw it in the crowd. It's it's...
How's it going to feel to be back on stage, I guess, since 2011 was the last sort of major tour? I know you've played some shows before that, but this is the first serious tour since then.
Yeah, I think it's going to feel great because there's going to be 5 of us.
Yeah, there's safety in numbers on stage.
Yeah,
there is the sound. The more things that are happening, the harder it is to hear a mistake.
Yep.
It makes everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, and I was trying to get my fitness level back to sort of like what it was a couple of years ago.
Right.
And it's it's definitely, I'm a lot more time poor than I ever was. And it's like now I'll exercise twice a week, whereas back in the good old days when I was like trying to control my anxiety and feel good about touring, it was like exercising every single day and then jumping on stage and feeling like I had humongous lung capacity. We just did a rehearsal the other day and I was like, I gotta, this will be good, safety in numbers. So because there'll be more people on stage, it'll be like this, whatever, that's the team.
Yeah.
When it's sparse, I feel like, you got a bigger distance to run. But now there's going to be so many people on stage, I'll only have to I'll actually have a physically smaller space to party in. So I should be able to do it.
And I guess the set list will be a combination of obviously the album Dream Team from last year and the previous 3 albums. Would that be correct?
Just favourites.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a hit parade.
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah. No, well, something from all of them, but I reckon it's like
it's so much fun. Like now there's 4 albums. It's like you get to like really choose the best songs.
Yeah.
And leave you just like the ones that you were always like, oh, that song's kind of okay. You just like forget about it.
You're gone. Sorry. What's that? We wrote a new song, Holiday Home. It was on the radio. That's going in the set. Even though we're playing quite a bit off the new album.
Yeah.
When I was going through, like when we were practicing the other night, I was like, oh yeah, there's heaps of shit. Yeah.
Cool.
Good. Well, I guess after the tour, and also Splendour In The Grass, I can't forget that. You could be playing at Splenda. I believe that's like your 5th time at Splenda, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
5th time playing, and I think it's John's 14th time going.
Attending.
Yeah. Wow. They should like have a special section for John.
I know.
I think that's like that's come on. Splenda.
You're so kind.
Come on, Splenda.
Yeah, come on, Splenda. I think he should get. Yeah, you should get
special
a medal,
area.
A medallion.
Yep.
Or just a special badge.
Just
pass.
a good pass badge thing.
Just like a one golden lanyard that gets me into all of the areas.
Yeah, just like long service.
Yeah, that's the Splenda long service.
yeah, Splenda long service. He's done it.
So after the tour, the East Coast tour, what's the plans for you guys for the rest of this year? What are you guys up to?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we might play like bits and pieces of some shows here and there.
Yeah, I think just pick up a couple little shows, see what's going on before we really start thinking about another big tour again.
Sure.
Because I know that's like always when we speak to our management and stuff, they're like, all right, big tour time, right? Big tour. Like, let's go Adelaide, Perth. Let's do it. And we're always like, yeah, let's do it. Like, we'll get to it. And I just haven't locked anything in.
Yeah.
It always works out, though. You notice that about life? It just keeps going, and then things just work out.
Oh, don't we know it?
They just happen.
Don't we know it?
Yeah.
Well, Patience and John, we can't wait to see you guys on stage. Brisbane is the Triffid. Sydney's Oxford Art Factory. Melbourne's the Corner Hotel. 8th, 14th and 15th of August.
Yep, that's right.
And Splendour In The Grass, you're playing the 25th.
Yeah, the Saturday we're playing. Yep.
Awesome. And we can't wait to see you guys on stage.
Thank you. I can't wait to see the faces.
And the less running around the stage.
And then I'll climb up onto a speaker and then I'll fall off and then I'll break my wrist as well. And it'll be great. But at least no one will be able to hold our baby, ever.
At least we get to hear the classic hits from you guys. Can't wait for it. Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys on stage.